Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world. For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself. Ooh. We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE. Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical.
You know what, guys? I was afraid it was going to get to this point.
Top rope! Shoved all the way to the mat.
She escapes the attack.
Drop kick.
With precision.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand. And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here. Oh! Bayley having every reason to be perched up top and completely missed the mark. What a spectacular misfire.
And that is why we say don't try this at home, viewers, because of terrible miscalculations like that.
Oh, drop kick. The challenger's fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to use her superior... Look out! All the way down on the floor. Good God! Just a disgusting thud heard here at ringside. And able to beat Bayley to the punch. Ascending the ropes. From the top. Through the air. And connects.
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down. Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one. Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
Oh, we're going to see it? All tied up.
But can she take much more? Maneuvers herself out.
Drop kick. Oh, right into a counter. has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy...
Great quickness. Let's roll through into the pin.
Great combination. The challenger wriggles at
the champ is going for the cover.
And the referee stops the count before 2.
Clearly, she's still got a lot of fight left in her.
Quick thinking from Naomi.
Oh! And Bayley's firing up the crowd here.
And now she's making it to the top rope here.
Looking dazed. You can tell she has no idea what's coming to her.
Up high.
Uh-oh. Look at the power.
Naomi feeding off the WWE Universe, inching closer to recapturing the championship.
Forcefully delivered. Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles. Naomi's heading up top. Perched up top. Brace for this impact. Like a guillotine. Man. She counters it.
Back and forth trading reversals.
Strikes with a kick.
Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi.
Oh, no.
Gotta make reservations at the local medical facility.
A superplex.
And Bayley is really being knocked around here.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her off of sorts.
Forearm smash. Oh, ouch.
Maneuvers out of the way.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
Byron, you talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression. The way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe. Fended off into a backbreaker.
Naomi managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Could be the turnaround Naomi needed in this match. Dropping down all their weight.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Naomi can't be stopped right now.
Went for the springboard and miss.
Off the rope.
In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley looking to end this. This might do it. Hooked up.
Rose plant. The champ delivering when it counts.
She fights her shoulder up before one.
Looks like there's some more fight left in her.
Bayley feeling like she was just robbed of the opportunity to gain the fall. Looking to get airborne here.
Take off.
Hurricane Rana.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
Stunner!
Bayley and Naomi both worn down, both exhausted. But this is about winning. This is about being the better woman in the history books.
Naomi firing up the crowd here.
Guys, this might actually end in a countout. Climbing up, she got something big planned here. From the top!
Look out below! Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost? Dropping the knee for more punishment. Oh, man. Ooh. Effectively using the knee.
And Bayley's resolve might be wavering here.
Bayley is getting the window shut at every opportunity. Right on the mark. Rear view by Naomi.
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat.
She better hurry or she'll get counted out.
Naomi, feel the glow. Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
Her moment could be at hand. She's ready to attack.
Rear view by Naomi. Are we headed towards a title change?
And the cover. Kick out. The champion stays alive.
I knew it would take more than that to put the champ away.
But just how much more is needed? The end could still be right around the corner.
Naomi thought she had her beat there, but this one will cover for the title. Now we get it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afonseca, and then some.
The following contest is a...
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano and a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afonseca, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Afonseca clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Afa and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the Lion's Den.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans. Afonseca taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
2 sets of brothers, 2 sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical. They'll take things into the ring.
Devon gets intercepted. And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Now, these are obviously 2 juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Afonseca, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common to most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Ooh, and he stops that offense. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Gets the reversal. What a counter. Has to find a way out of this. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, they have to wonder if Afa and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
That's using your head.
ability being shown with each of these counters.
Strong suplex. Alpha facing a bit of a roadblock there.
Yeah, watching Devon aggressively work the opposition.
Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Elbow on the spot. Oh, the headbutt.
Headlock applied.
And he now slides back into the ring. It couldn't have felt good.
Liftoff. Oh, diving hammer strike. Big forearms. He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, Cole.
Ooh. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and lean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Suddenly we've got front row seat to this thing.
And I don't think we want to get any closer.
Yokes up their opponent.
Sidewalk slam delivered.
Hopped up. Takedown.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Hopped up.
Moved out of the way. The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there. Bubba Ray letting that left hand fly.
And a massive elbow to follow.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Oh, gets put into the barricade.
Returning to the ring now.
Into the Bubba counter by Bubba Ray. That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about.
And he just got caught good once again.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense.
Uh-oh, stop for the spot.
I know what's coming next.
And he just decides down the holes.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Man, what a hit.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage. Taking flight.
Oh, crash and burn.
That didn't look good at all. A ringside doctor's on hand if needed.
Hopped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha got it. Can he end it? And we're witnessing two titans of the tag team game absolutely destroying each other here.
The Wild Samoan
From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
the airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Oh my goodness. Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Whip back into the ring. Big plans in mind from Bubba. Climbing to the top.
From the top. Diving senton. Watching nobody hall. And he avoids what was coming.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestling.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Eludes the attack. Cutting off the offense with a nasty chop block. Got the full Nelson. Slam!
He'll make his way to the ring.
Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut.
He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end for him. Blast off. All the way to the outside. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Fought off was an elbow.
Oh, punch right in the head.
Whoa! Just tossing that table around like it was nothing.
A jumping headbutt.
Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT.
Oh, Devon got caught with the reversal.
The elbow finds the mark. Oh, man.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Lifted and completely helpless here. And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners. And Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the Wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question. The future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief Roman Reigns to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable, and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion.
Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wes Lee.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wes Lee, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas.
Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who've held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns of both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for?
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him for the North American title.
And his cover. We're going to shut this down.
And there's the kick out.
He's still in this. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Mello has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Mello has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure. Sikoa in command, and you got to wonder if Mello is regretting his words.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Mello taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Mello in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Mello got out of harm's way, well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to
lift off. Good Lord, taking flight. You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
Uh-oh, headbutt.
Nothing fancy there. This is not going to look pretty.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
We can see a count out here.
And now he gets back into the ring. And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out. Sikoa showing plenty of intensity here.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point.
Targeting the throat there. Carmelo even more determined than ever now.
Brought down with a roundhouse.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA Knight.
Yeah, he beat Knight so bad we haven't seen him in months. Maybe we should ask that Max Dupree guy.
Delivering nasty stomps, and repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically.
Down with the leg drop.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes and saved that North American title?
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same thing for Roman Reigns when he attacked Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Sikoa has blood on his hands, too.
Oh, Sikoa holding him at bay. Oh, he flips that around.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
Now Carmelo is feeling the pressure.
And the power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now.
Flipping senton. Oh, man, what a leg drop. Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side.
Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT 2.0 changed the trajectory of Carmelo Hayes' career. Trick told Melo 12 months ago, forget about pandering to the NXT universe, just focus on yourself. And that was the day that Melo truly became the A-champ.
We saw Solo Sikoa join the bloodline just 10 days ago. But this bond between Melo and Trick... Had it scouted, now can capitalize. And clearly some targeted offense coming his way there.
Going after your opponent's head is brazen, but very effective.
Ooh, hooked into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. What a main event this has been for the 1-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the bloodline.
What reflexes to stop Sikoa?
Running knee!
Heading back into the ring now. That turns it around for Solo.
Blast off! Senton from the apron!
He saw that coming.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the teeth. And into the corner he goes.
Oh, look at this. A hoot right to the throat.
Boom, man.
He just flipped the script there.
DDT! Hayes, he's thinking big. Look at the high frog splash.
What a way to celebrate a year of NXT 2.0. 2 of its brightest stars going to war for the North American title. Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Oh, and a spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours. Winding up. Boom! Samoan spike. He might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Shoulder up, still holding on to the title.
This is complete insanity. Still holding on to the title by the skin of their teeth.
And now the question runs in the mind, how am I going to be able to end this? And right into the cover.
Might end this.
Kicks out. He still has life.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this. Uh-oh.
What a reversal.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh.
Retaliated with a head-turning clothesline.
Uh-oh. Capitalizing on Sikoa's mistake.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Headbutt. Nothing fancy there. Going for the pin. Title on the line.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. It is the North American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his mark.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Devon. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns and his record 516.
Soaring! On the top rope, a diving hammer strike! Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his
These two trading one blow after another.
Boom! Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Ooh. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Punch connects. But into the corner, what could be next? In the corner, and an elbow for good measure.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Crank in the head. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
Right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way, which just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Oh, right to the throat.
Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
Into the ring again now. Straight impact on the throat. Reigns is wasting no motion.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Capitalized on that window and just clubbed them.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. He gets into the ring. Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest ding. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Ooh, one step ahead there.
Looking to end this. A schoolboy.
The champion into the pin. I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing?
Punch right in the head.
Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
And now he's going to the top rope.
Oh, look out. 5-star frog splash.
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
Roman had that scouted right on the chops.
Going up. Throwing down punches and counters out.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
The Tribal Chief taking a moment to compose himself.
Looks more like taking a moment to gloat. From the apron.
Oh, and Roman fights back.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Superman punch! Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Close fist connects.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
And this one could be moving to ringside.
The champ might have just ended things right there. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns' old Shield brother now.
Inverted DDT. Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the Tribal Chief.
And he gets set back into the ring. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
Talking about rocking the jaw.
Just like that, Roman gets stopped.
Good defense there.
Got him in the corner now.
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet, and it's under his spear.
That's it, the title's going nowhere.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never...
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the Tribal Chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new Rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's Rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins.
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from
the original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
He counters with a great reversal.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Reverses the move into a DDT.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earn him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Going to the top rope. What?
From the top. Hip drop. I'm a whip to see that. Oh.
Here we go, your favorite, Cole. Sami Zayn, Blue Thunder Bomb. Hip drop.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge.
Searching out of the ring now. This can't be good.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
This is a situation you want to avoid. He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more. Neckbreaker!
And his head was once again the target. Time for him to defend against that.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside the structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match. From way up, kick to the face.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
Down to bonus and a double axe handle smash. First up top.
Jacob Fatu cuts him off.
With the top rope.
Now looking at Jay.
Jay nailed all of it.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant. Ooh! He catches Jimmy with a counter. Neckbreaker!
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his Bloodline. Oh, God, what a shot to the face. Punch right in the head.
Looking for something under the apron before entering. Hey, guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. He's looking to completely render this leg useless.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in him.
And we see Zayn.
Oh, that does not look good. Yeah, it seems to have opened him up pretty. Oh, God.
Zayn heads up. Oh, my God.
Bobby moonsault. And he wants more. Right back up the ropes.
He answers right back.
Someone is coming and got out of dodge quick.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits zero.
And the tribal chief
Jacob Fatu taking flight.
Vicious right forearm. He gets a one-way ticket to the hard metal trench.
Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage.
Saw it coming.
Tremendous. Set up for a suplex.
Gonna finish things off. Man, this place is jumping.
Up high. Chocolate.
Uncorksing uppercut.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
And El Tonga. Forks the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the level. And another big right. John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
Really just laying it in.
His body has to be racked with pain. This is hard to watch, guys.
Yeah, each blow to the head is worse.
Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a prep. From the top. Sitting in the corner. And now the new tribal chief Uso. And now Jimmy Uso.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
The volume in this building has increased exponentially.
The fans are willing these competitors to push forward. Win or lose. War Games has officially started, and a lot of damage has already been done.
This is about to devolve into total and utter mayhem. What a headbutt. Vicious.
Has Sammy ended it here?
Scoop slam sets things up. Taking steps toward the top rope.
Looks like set up for a suplex.
Finish things off. Overhand right lands. Samoa driver. Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn. Up the rope he goes. Uso. Brutal miscalculation. Up on the shoulder. And Jey Uso on the wrong end of some ruthless offense there.
Thomas looking to wrap this one up. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
His opponent, Uso.
Usos.
It could be all over. Still only got one. Thought he had it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Boy, you hit a hammer like this was a track and field event.
Eyes are squarely set on Jimmy here. He's getting fired up. They could have got pinned. Might put him away right now.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm. Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa both loved to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them, because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism, but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
And their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, at a combined weight of 4.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Catches the leg. We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
2 out of 3 falls matches are a unique test. Corey, break it down for us. What's going through the Profits' minds here?
Off into the pin. No, he kicks out. Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this. Tagged in here. Goes into the corner.
Big splash! Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path. Oh, got it tied up and a headbutt from behind. The Street Profits look more staggered than swaggered there.
Yeah, and Haku had him well measured. Tag made. Double team action likely incoming. Double Irish whip. Here it comes. Big time impact.
The ref took the brunt of that one. A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
He also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits... Oh! Slingshot crossbody? That was ridiculous! Fearlessly soaring to the outside. My goodness!
Doing whatever it takes to eliminate the competition.
And Montez Ford finds himself on the defensive.
The Islanders straight up high. Senton from the apron.
Oh, predicted what was coming.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford, Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all of those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
And that canceled out Tama's offense. Thinking of going high risk here.
Incoming!
Ooh, vicious right forearm. Montez Ford, so elusive.
Look at this!
Crashing to the floor.
That right there was a patented crash and burn.
The decision to go high risk produced no reward. Arms are trapped. There's a headbutt.
Stiff headbutt. That turns it around for Montez. He puts him into the corner. Oh, he timed that counter well. What grace! Float over to the DDT! Fight!
That didn't look too good for Tama's face, mainly. Oh!
And shoulders down! And he fights it off.
What a match.
Wait! Wards off the pin at 2.
He just won't give up.
Tama way up high. Yes, there's the tag.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Counters.
Oh my God.
Over and over, repeated waistlock takedowns.
And avoids taking any damage.
Every counter being answered with another.
Oh, man.
And an inverted atomic drop. There's return fire on Tama.
All the way over.
Sent right into the corner. Tama creates an opening for himself. Look at this. Boom. Nice. Does he have him here? Quick count after 1.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank. Ooh!
Oh, a knee. Lights out.
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heaton and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that suspension also vacated the WWE Championship for no good reason.
Yeah, Corey, there's just too many things to correct you on there. He's in a bit of agony now. He connects with a counter.
Bruising attack to the body.
Placing him in the corner.
Tag made. Sending the opposition mid-ring.
Boom! Stereo headbutt. The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that Tez and Dawkins can't quit.
From the heavens. Big body splash from the top.
I am not believing what I'm...
From the top.
Big time elbow. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Haku taking a step back.
From the top.
Splash. Just cover. He comes to the rescue for his team.
Saw it coming and slowed it down with the back elbow. This is a big night for the Street Profits. They're party.
Tag made. Here comes the double team. What do they have planned here?
The Street Profits are rolling now. The Islanders are in big trouble.
Is it enough? The cover!
Steering clear there. Clothesline.
Oh, jeez. Nasty kick to the face. Haku with a tongue and...
Able to free himself from the grip. Getting set up in the corner now.
Man, what timing on that counter.
Find some payback with their own reversal. All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
There's the tag.
Oh, the elbow. Wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him.
No way! Cross body!
Whoa! Tossed caution out the window, and it paid off.
Adrenaline is through the roof now.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Watch out! Lands the splash.
And the Islanders just sent the Profits up in smoke.
Makes a cover.
Oh, breaking up the pin.
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
What a raucous crowd here tonight. Cover here. No, he gets the shoulder up.
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct. Oh, a clothesline.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Once more, setting it up.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
And he gets the fall.
Dawkins was ready there.
Great response to Tama there.
Nice schoolboy from behind.
Cover!
Forces the shoulder up after two.
You are not alone in your shock, Cole. We all thought that was it.
Getting him right into the corner.
Return fire from Dawkins.
Uh-oh. Oh, to the back of the neck. What a lariat.
He saw that one coming.
Roll up here. Second fall for the Islanders, and they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku just proved they are the best tag team of any era.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. Introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known, has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation, is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawai, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Oos, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE universe as the Tribal Chief. Is Roman Reigns still your Tribal Chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone, or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your tribal chief.
The following match is the 2K Showcase Tribal Gauntlet. The winner of this match will be acknowledged as your Tribal Chief. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts.
The Bloodline Gauntlet match begins here, gentlemen, with our first entrant.
A superstar with a daunting challenge ahead. Grinding your way through the bloodline? One of the biggest dynasties in history? Is it even possible?
Well, it's highly improbable, but nothing's impossible in WWE. It requires incredible courage to take on the Bloodline.
And there's no tougher challenge than taking on the entire Bloodline in a gauntlet match. Can't imagine what's going on inside this superstar's head.
Wow. How's this for an opening opponent in a gauntlet match?
Makes you want to throw in the towel before the bell even rings.
And from the land of the rising sun, weighing in at 558 pounds, Yokozuna!
History being made right here. The most prestigious family in the history of our business is at war with one of their own members, and tonight will be a battle to set order to the entire Bloodline.
An uphill battle is what it will be. You have the toughest set of competitors trying to dash your dreams of being recognized as the head of the table. And we know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to their breaking point.
Yeah, but I think our prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taken them all on.
What a counter! And he turned it around. Punch lands. And we know there was turmoil in the family coming into this match, so much so they decided a gauntlet match was the only way to set the narrative straight.
Let's call it what it is, Michael. The family wants to put this member in their place. Wants to bring them down a peg. To me, tonight reads more like punishment for having ambition.
A gauntlet match is such a fitting stipulation for tonight, Corey. It's almost a tribal trial by fire of some sort.
It absolutely is, Michael. You don't get put into this match with any expectations of coming out the victor. The family has decided these. Oh, look out. It's on now.
Neither competitor is backing down.
So much resiliency on display.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. What impressive determination from both competitors. And that'll end this exchange right there.
Yokozuna plotting here. Belly to belly.
Oh, no, no, no.
A big splash.
And quickly now, shoulders down for the win.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
Defiant counter to Reigns.
Good Lord. Talk about getting drilled.
Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that.
What a reversal by Reigns.
Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent. And Reigns unleashes the Superman punch.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. He's going for the pin. This could be it. He kicks out in two.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there. Yokozuna able to avert that.
The head of the table cinches it in.
Oh, guillotine.
The guillotine locked in. This is all.
That was an incredible counter. Oh, he scattered that one.
Kick to the gut.
Oh, what a right.
Stopping their opponent. shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Bang! He finds a counter. Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Put down face first. Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut. Yokozuna looks out of it.
Is it enough? The cover! 2! And that'll do it for Yokozuna's tenure in this gauntlet match.
Plenty of superstars waiting to take their turn. Lots of match left to go. Watch out. Here comes Alpha. And this gauntlet just got very interesting. And as cruel as this match might seem, let's not forget, this is family. And right or wrong, however a family settles their disputes needs to be respected.
Well, one can even ask if this is a fight to fix a family or a night to control an entire business.
That's hard to say, Byron, when the family business is all about fighting. Dropping the elbow.
Deadlifted clean off of the mat.
I don't know if Alpha can withstand much more of this.
Overwhelming attacks for Roman now.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Big offense could be coming here.
And that canceled out Reigns' offense. Bullseye!
Stalking here could be a prelude to something big.
Oh, he paid for that high risk. And let's not lose the reason for this match, the right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Well, if you could survive tonight, you will be.
And there's the cover. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
Obviously still has some fight left. Rising to a vulnerable position. Trouble is looming.
What a spear by Reigns. Wow, Reigns nailed it.
2 count. Amazing.
I thought for sure this thing was wrapped up. Well, stay in your seat. Looks like we've got a ways to go yet.
And after all that, Roman Reigns still has an end to this battle. And now gets tossed into the ring.
Oh, my gosh. Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Will it be? He got him. Oh, it's been knocked out of the gauntlet.
Pardon me, we've only scratched the surface of our entry pool.
And looks like Naomi is fully prepared for the gauntlet.
Clothesline! Off with their head. Momentum has pivoted towards Roman.
Yeah, Naomi needs to reassess her strategy.
Suplex.
Launched. Oh, watch this display of power. Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today. Inverted DDT. What a reversal.
Leg drop. Surely this match can't go on much longer.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third wind.
Oh, she gets no reward on that one. What a shot.
And there's the Uranagi. Landed them.
Ooh, sharp kick. Slugging it out, toe-to-toe now. Two Titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two. Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
And for all Naomi's athleticism, she found herself unable to counter there.
Oh, nasty stop to finish it off.
Superman punch. Here's the cover. Kick out just in time.
Somehow, some way.
Deconstructing the knee there.
Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm.
Deadlifted clean off of them.
And here's a cover. The rope's coming to her rescue there.
Uh-oh.
She countered that into her own offense.
Oh, what a leg drop.
Got the cover.
Is it enough to close this out?
Digging deep for a kick out.
So close. That could have been it.
Nice calf kick. Great elevation.
Nothing more Naomi can do.
Cover. 2 count. There it is. For Naomi.
A whole herd of entrants waits backstage. This is very far from over.
This gauntlet just got more interesting with the arrival of Jamal. Big boom! Jeez.
And Corey, there's more than family pride on the line tonight. Everyone in WWE is watching, wanting to know this challenge can be conquered.
And think about the bragging rights if you run through the gauntlet of... Is it enough? The cover! 2!
No, stops the count at 2.
I mean, you gotta think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Reigns plans in motion.
Here we go. That's gonna be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
Delivered into the barricade. Ooh, me.
Jamal is getting picked apart right now.
Roman seems tapped into his endless reserve of strength. Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Despite his toughness, Jamal actually looked pretty bothered by that one.
And a stop to the gut, too. Oh.
And so Jamal is through in this gauntlet match.
That's a pity, but there are still 5 more entrants to come in this match. This ain't over by any stretch of the imagination. Now this is interesting. Jimmy Uso is next in the gauntlet.
Reigns has it. Reigns got all of it.
Cover! 2. He kicked out at 2.
His opponent thought he had it in the bag for sure.
This is when you have to switch game plans. You can't let yourself get discouraged.
And Reigns absolutely can't believe it, but he cannot let that slow him down. Oh, what impact!
Just from a deadlift position.
In a set-out powerbomb.
Thunderous impact.
Fights the shoulder up in 1.
We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from? You got to dodge just in time.
Spinning kick to the gut.
Manages to slip out of the way.
Was punched him right in the middle. But grounded and pounded.
Check out this power all the way up.
Sit out powerbomb.
2 breaks the count.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
And he slides him back to the mat. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. Reigns cuts him off.
Soaring.
What a clothesline.
Jimmy tied that one.
relinquishing the upper hand. Yeah, and Roman is looking to embarrass Jimmy. Into a powerbomb. Wow. Superman punch. Oh. He may get the 3 count right here. This is it.
And that's it. Jimmy Uso is gone. His time in this gauntlet match is over.
Don't worry, this thing's far from over. There are still 4 other superstars waiting their turn and biding their time.
Interesting. Jay has a very good chance in this gauntlet match.
No coming back from Reigns after that.
There's 2, and the kick out.
What a crucial kick out, and the blood is still pumping for Jey Uso.
I don't believe it. Reigns has ended so many matches that way, but this one just took an unexpected turn. Jey looking powerless to every attack.
Somehow Jey's got to turn the momentum around. He's able to dodge out of the way.
A gnarly landing. That's why you can't get caught up in the heat of the moment.
Oh, bad decision.
Into the barricade. Turns it around.
He's able to take a stand there.
Jey showing it's not a time for lying down. It's time for fighting back.
He's able to counter that. Boom! And a big boot.
Oh, my goodness.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
And a stop to the gut, too.
Oh, the power.
Evasive maneuvering there.
He gets back in right before the count.
Reigns is trying to pick his opponent apart physically and mentally.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns. Oh, that is going to leave a mark. And Jey took a solid hit that time.
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Into a chop block.
He's reversing the momentum on him.
He's still in this, and he's making sure everyone knows that.
Is it enough? The cover. 2. He kicks out at 2.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Supernatural power.
Reigns just imposing his will right now.
Reigns is picking up steam.
Clothesline in the corner. And a couple back elbows to follow. Reigns has identified the target. Stand by. Spear. Reigns got all of it. Cover.
There's 2. That'll be the end of Jey Uso in this gauntlet match.
Another combatant eliminated, but 3 opponents are waiting in the wings.
Next into the gauntlet, we've got the one and only Tongaloa.